Out here in the wild, survival is about preparation. Food shortages, inflation, natural disasters, they can all disrupt our access to vital supplies. One of the most crucial things you can do to survive, whether you're in the Amazon rainforest or facing tough times at home, is to have a reliable food supply. But not all foods are created equal. Some go bad quickly, leaving you vulnerable. That's why I'm sharing my ultimate survival pantry list, 15 foods that never expire. These are the foods that have stood the test of time, the ones you can rely on when the unexpected hits. We're talking centuries-old honey, ancient salt and hardtack that could outlive us all. Stick with me, and you'll learn how to build a pantry that can withstand any storm. Deep in the Egyptian pyramids, archaeologists made an incredible discovery. Pots of honey, thousands of years old, still perfectly edible. Honey is a true marvel of nature, a natural preservative that never goes bad. That's because its low water content and high acidity create an environment where bacteria and microorganisms simply can't survive. Now you might find your honey crystallizing over time. Don't worry, that's perfectly natural. Just gently warm it up in a pot of water and it'll return to its smooth, liquid state. Store your honey in airtight containers to keep out moisture and impurities. It's not just a sweetener, it's a survival essential. When it comes to long-term food storage, white rice is a true champion. Unlike its brown counterpart, which contains oils that can go rancid, white rice has been milled to remove the bran and germ, leaving behind a pure starch that can last for decades when stored properly. The key to preserving white rice is keeping it dry and protected from pests. Moisture is the enemy, so store it in airtight containers in a cool, dry place. A single cup of rice can provide a surprising amount of energy, making it a valuable staple in a survival situation. You can boil it, fry it, or even grind it into flour for baking. Salt. It's essential for life. It flavors our food, and it never, ever goes bad. For centuries, salt has been a prized commodity, used for preserving food, trading, and even as a form of currency. Its ability to inhibit bacterial growth makes it a survival essential. Store it in airtight containers to prevent moisture absorption, and it will last indefinitely. It's crucial for replenishing electrolytes lost through sweat, which is vital in survival situations. A good supply of salt is non-negotiable. Sugar might not be your first thought when you think of survival food, but its ability to last indefinitely makes it a valuable addition to your pantry. Just like honey, sugar's low moisture content creates an environment where bacteria can't thrive. Store your sugar in airtight containers to prevent clumping and keep out any unwanted critters. A cool, dry place is ideal. It can provide a much-needed energy boost and morale boost when you need it most. In the wild, protein is essential for maintaining strength and stamina. Dried beans are packed with this vital nutrient and can last for decades when stored properly. To keep your beans in tip-top shape, store them in airtight containers in a cool, dry place. This will prevent moisture damage and keep those pesky pantry moths at bay. When you're ready to eat them, simply soak the beans overnight, then boil them until tender. You can add them to soups, stews, or eat them as a side dish. Forget that artificial stuff. When it comes to long-lasting sweetness, pure maple syrup is the real deal. This natural wonder comes straight from maple trees and, when unopened, can last indefinitely. To ensure your maple syrup stays fresh for years to come, store it in glass bottles. Drizzle it on pancakes and stir it into yogurt, or use it to sweeten your coffee. Pure maple syrup is a versatile treat that will elevate your survival meals. Out in the wild, sometimes you need a pick-me-up, a jolt of energy to keep you going. That's where instant coffee comes in. This humble pantry staple might not seem like much, but its ability to last indefinitely makes it a valuable asset in a survival situation. Store it in an airtight container in a cool, dry place, and it will be ready to provide a caffeine boost when you need it most. Instant coffee can be your secret weapon, helping you stay alert and focused when it matters most. Fresh milk might be a luxury in a survival situation, but powdered milk offers a long-lasting alternative. This shelf-stable wonder can last for years when stored properly, providing essential vitamins and minerals. To keep your powdered milk fresh, store it in its original packaging or transfer it to an airtight container. When you're ready to use it, simply mix the powder with water according to package instructions. You can use it in baking, cooking, or enjoy a comforting glass of milk. Hardtack, it's not the most appetizing name, but this survival bread has sustained explorers, sailors, and soldiers for centuries. Made from flour, water, and sometimes salt, hardtack is baked until it's rock hard, making it virtually indestructible. This survival staple can last for decades when stored properly. To eat hardtack, you'll need to soften it up first. Soak it in water, soup, or coffee to make it more palatable. Pemmican is a true survival powerhouse invented by indigenous peoples of North America. This calorie-dense mixture of dried meat, fat, and sometimes berries was designed to provide sustenance on long journeys and during harsh winters. Pemmican can last for years when stored properly in a cool, dry place. It's like carrying a piece of ancient wisdom with you, a reminder of the ingenuity of those who came before us. Pemmican can be eaten on its own as a snack or crumbled into soups and stews for added flavor and nutrition. Apple cider vinegar. It's not just for salad dressings. This versatile liquid has been used for centuries as a natural preservative, a health tonic, and even a cleaning agent. Due to its acidic nature, apple cider vinegar can last indefinitely when stored properly. Add a splash to your water for a refreshing drink. Use it to pickle vegetables, or even apply it topically to soothe minor skin irritations. It's like the Swiss Army knife of the pantry, always ready for action. Cornstarch might not be the most glamorous item in your pantry, but its ability to last indefinitely makes it a valuable asset in a survival situation. This versatile powder is derived from corn kernels and has a surprising number of uses. It's a thickening agent extraordinaire, able to transform watery mixtures into culinary masterpieces. Cornstarch can also be used to make hardtack more palatable, to create a DIY deodorant, and even to soothe skin irritations. Store it in an airtight container in a cool, dry place, and it will be ready to work its magic whenever you need it. Freeze-dried fruits and vegetables are like time capsules of flavor and nutrition. By removing moisture through a process called freeze-drying, these fruits and vegetables retain their nutritional value and flavor for decades. These lightweight, compact treats are perfect for backpacking, camping, or adding a boost of nutrition to your survival meals. Store them in their original packaging or transfer them to airtight containers and keep them in a cool, dry place. When you're ready to enjoy them, simply rehydrate them with water and watch them spring back to life. Now, I'm not talking about having a party, but in a survival situation, high-proof alcohol like whiskey, vodka, or rum can be a lifesaver. Literally. It can be used for medical purposes, as an antiseptic to clean wounds, or even as a fuel source in a pinch. When stored properly in a cool, dark place, high-proof alcohol can last indefinitely. Think of it like a hidden reserve, a potent potion with multiple uses. In a survival situation, every resource counts, and alcohol is no exception. Ghee, a clarified butter used for centuries in Indian cooking, is a true culinary chameleon. It adds richness and depth of flavor to any dish, but its ability to last indefinitely makes it a true survival essential. Unlike regular butter, which can spoil quickly, ghee has had its milk solids removed, making it shelf-stable and resistant to rancidity. Store it in an airtight container in a cool, dry place, and it will last for years, ready to elevate your survival meals. Use it to sauté vegetables, fry eggs, or even spread it on hardtack for a touch of luxury in a survival situation. Out in the wild, your survival often depends on your preparedness, your ability to adapt, and your resourcefulness. Building a pantry with these 15 non-perishable foods is like constructing a fortress of food security. You're not just storing food, you're investing in your peace of mind, knowing that you have a lifeline of sustenance no matter what challenges life throws your way. These 15 foods are more than just ingredients, they're symbols of resilience, resourcefulness, and the enduring spirit of survival. By incorporating them into your pantry, you're tapping into a legacy of preparedness, ensuring that you and your loved ones are ready for anything. Stockpiling the right foods is key to long-term survival. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more survival and prepping tips.